Hello, you're watching Vnews Bulletin. I'm Yung from Hanoi. Now let's take a look at our top stories as usual.
5 major cities to limit use of motorbikes after 2030. And later on, tire sandals from thăm keep marching on.
Let's begin the bulletin with the most prominent events of the week from April the 11th to 17th. A national conference was held on April the 15th to implement a Politburo's resolution on the orientations for socio-economic development and defense and security in the Northern Midland and Mountainous region by 2030 with a vision to 2045. Chairing the event, General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng stressed the need to thoroughly grasp the resolution, reform the development mindset, and fully tap into the potential advantages of each province, each sub-region, and the region as a whole. The party leader asked central agencies to boost coordination with localities and requested the localities to promptly build action plans to carry out the resolution.
Party General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng held phone talks with Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi on April 15th. The two leaders expressed their delight at the strong and effective development of Vietnam-India Comprehensive Strategic Partnership and highly spoke of the cooperation and mutual assistance between two countries in the fight against COVID-19 pandemic of the past time. They agreed to further strengthen political trust and high-level contacts through all channels, asking relevant partners from the two sides to strengthen coordination to further promote bilateral cooperation in all fields.
Canadian Foreign Minister Melanie Joly paid a visit to Vietnam, during which she was received by Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính in Hanoi on April 13th. Prime Minister Chính asked the minister to help tighten the two countries' relations in all spheres, including in economy, trade, investment, security, defense, development support, COVID-19 and climate change response, among others. For her part, Joly said Canada wishes to further intensify relations with Vietnam. She also applauded Vietnam's commitment made at the 26th UN Climate Change Conference, affirming that Canada will enhance ties with the Southeast Asian nation in the field. During the talks with Foreign Minister Bùi Thanh Sơn, the two ministers spoke about the 5-year comprehensive partnership between the two countries and planned the 15th anniversary of their diplomatic relationship in 2023. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính held phone talks with Klaus Schwab, Executive Chairman of the World Economic Forum, on April 13th. At the talks, Prime Minister Chính asked the forum to continue accompanying and supporting Vietnam, especially in providing policy consultation to help Vietnam perfect its institutions, as well as transform its growth model and connect the country with corporations and prestigious global investment funds, among others. Professor Klaus Schwab said he was impressed with the achievements Vietnam has gained in the fight against COVID-19 pandemic and economic recovery in 2021. The professor said the forum pledged to continue to accompany and cooperate with Vietnam. He suggested the two sides sign a partnership agreement to create a framework for substantive and effective cooperation in the coming time. Deputy Prime Minister Phạm Bình Minh has just approved a new resolution on traffic safety and order for the 2022-2025 period, which will look into limiting motorbikes in 5 major cities of Hanoi, Hải Phòng, Đà Nẵng, Cần Thơ, and Ho Chi Minh City.
The plan will be developed in accordance with the existing infrastructures as well as the capacity of the public transport system. The city's people's committees are also instructed to work with their people's councils on the development of mass public transportation, which is aimed to account for 30 to 35% of the total traffic by 2025. Technology will be applied in traffic management to reduce congestion and pollution. The objective is to have no traffic jams that last longer than 30 minutes. The Ministry of Transport will continue implementing additional measures to improve traffic safety on roads. The focus will be put on the hotspots of road accidents. The Ministry of Public Security will also implement the project on installing traffic monitoring cameras and proceed to the second phase of building a common database for public safety and order.
Given numerous difficulties predicted for fruit and vegetable sale, both at home and abroad in 2022, Vietnamese businesses have recommended to improve processing and expand their market right from the year's beginning.
Fruit and vegetable exports generated $3.5 billion in revenue last year, becoming one of the six groups of commodities, boosting export turnover of over $3 billion. Southern provinces produce more than 10 million tons of vegetables per year. Although the Mekong Delta produces the majority of the fruit output, it still lacks processing facilities. As a result, local farmers mainly sell fresh fruit and may face risks if there are many changes in import markets during the harvest season. To solve this problem, businesses are asked to improve their processing capacity, while farmers and cooperatives need to ensure production meets standards to guarantee qualified materials for processing. In terms of fruit, dragon fruit generates the highest output, 1.4 million tons per year, followed by banana, mango, and durian, among others.
Vietnam posted strong growth in mollusk exports in 2021 and the first quarter of this year. The Directorate of Fisheries consider these to be among the country's key export commodities.
Figures from the Directorate of Fisheries show that total export turnover for mollusks reached more than $125 million in 2021. Clams totaled over $107 million, scallops more than $12.3 million, and oysters over $5.6 million. In the first quarter, exports rose 24% to over $30 million, in which clams alone were estimated at nearly $20 million, up 40% year-on-year. Analysts have forecast that exports will continue to increase in the months to come. Vietnam's mollusk products are now exported to 67 countries and territories around the world.
Exports and imports reported double-digit growth in the first quarter of 2022, signaling a good year for the foreign trade. Experts forecast that total export-import revenue can reach a record $700 billion this year.
Statistics show that foreign investment into real estate reached nearly $2.7 billion in quarter one alone, higher than the amount of $2.63 billion recorded last year. It included $1.1 billion channeled into existing projects and $992 million spent on contributing capital to or buying shares from domestic firms. Notably, Singapore added over $940 million to a project on developing urban infrastructures and services of the Vietnam-Singapore Industrial Park in northern Bắc Ninh province. GLP, an intellectual property giant of Singapore, also announced the establishment of GLP Vietnam Development Partners I, a logistics infrastructure development fund with $1.1 billion.
The south-central province of Ninh Thuận has been focusing on developing its marine economy in a comprehensive, sustainable, and modern manner. Let's join us to see more in the following report. To improve the efficiency of offshore fishing, Ninh Thuận province has been actively supporting fishermen to build and convert large-capacity boats to head offshore. In coastal Thanh Hải commune in Ninh Hải district, Đà Nhật Định is among the fishermen to have access to loans to build fishing boats under a decree from the government. Thanks to the preferential loan, his vessel is equipped with modern equipment to conduct offshore fishing at higher economic efficiency.
Fishing boats built under the government decree are equipped with more modern machinery than wooden hull ship. We go to the Trường Sa archipelago 3 to 4 times a year. We can earn up to $175,000 a year after deducting cost.
Ninh Thuận has targeted catching 119,500 tons of seafood this year, of which offshore fishing is to account for about 70%. Along with fishing, the province has also focused on activities to protect marine resources in a sustainable manner.
We plan to update ship owners, captains, and fishery logistics service facilities in 8 coastal communes and wards on the fisheries law. It is now mandatory for fishing vessels with a length of 15 meters or more to install cruise monitoring devices when operating at sea.
Ninh Thuận province currently has 2,236 fishing vessels, of which 778 with a hull length of 15 meters or more can conduct offshore fishing. The province has targeted catching 119,500 tons of seafood this year, of which offshore fishing is to account for about 70%. The South Central province of Bình Thuận has recently launched a smart tourism portal aiming to create an ecosystem serving tourists, businesses, and state management agencies.
The portal integrates all information about Bình Thuận province tourism potential, trends, and typical cultural and sport features. It also has visitors make plans and find accommodations, tourist destinations and services via scanning QR code or downloading a related app. The management agencies, meanwhile, can collect statistics of visitors, tourism market shares, business reports, and feedback, among others. The launching of the portal is expected to make progress in both quality and quantity for the tourism sector toward making it a spread-out industry of Bình Thuận by 2025. The province is making efforts to have phone applications serving visitors, offer free Wi-Fi, and install machines offering tourism and survey information at its key tourism destinations by 2025.
Rubber sandals, also known as tire sandals, are associated with images of late President Ho Chi Minh and soldiers during wartime. After more than 70 years since they were first made, these historical sandals continue to be known among domestic and foreign tourists.
Made from old car and airplane tires, the sandals were worn by many Vietnamese soldiers during the war against the French and the Americans. Many people call them alcohol sandals, because they were the distinctive footwear of the late president during both war and peace. Nguyễn Tiến Cường Rubber Sandal Workshop on Ngọc Hà Street in Hanoi's Ba Đình district is a popular spot for people looking for footwear as hard-wearing and as practical as back in those days.
I want to help my father retain this trade because I'm afraid that if he stops making rubber sandals, then no one else will. I toss and turn at night thinking about how to make the sandal more practical that everyone can wear.
Vnews has exported its rubber sandals to 60 countries and territories for the last 8 years. In Vietnam, many people, including young ones, are also interested in the sandals.
Our late President Ho Chi Minh used to wear the same type, and they hold special historical meaning. They are also durable and cheap.
I feel proud to hold these sandals as they remind me of President Ho Chi Minh and soldiers during wartime. There are many designs that are suitable for daily use.
Vnews has been focusing on innovating materials, designs, and colors to create fashionable footwear for customers from all walks of life, from the elderly to youngsters and even children.